Jordan and Y&R are back and ready to stir up what will surely be some longer-term trouble. Of course, they'll eventually be exposed. After all, Sharon may be headed to either prison or Fairview, and if so, she can't be left sitting in there for too long. Obviously, this won't be wrapped up with a neat little bow by the end of November sweeps. It's going to be an arc with the terrible twosome undoubtedly getting a chance to execute their respective terror plots against Maria/Claire/the Newman family before there's a resolution for Sharon. How will the truth come out? Keep reading for more on that. Side note. Many were upset about Daniel having a go at Sharon this week. My 2 cents, his anger is legit. He believes this woman killed his wife, framed him for the murder, and then tried to end his mother as the icing on the cake. Who wouldn't seek a confrontation under these circumstances? That said, it was disturbing that they played the scene with Nick holding him back, as though he might physically attack Sharon, which would never be okay, nor would it be in character. A choice. So how will Ian and Jordan be exposed? I'd like to think that evidence might unexpectedly clear Sharon. Perhaps Jordan's fingerprints rather than hers would be found on the statue that was used to kill Heather. But given Chance's track record thus far, I'm not hopeful. Summer, by the way, was well within her rights to be pissed. He found 2 pieces of evidence and then stopped digging, essentially throwing his hands up. He should have had a colleague weigh in on the Sharon angle given that he dated her, or have pressed the DA to consider what Christine had already figured out. Sharon's involvement, if nothing else, was likely to cause enough reasonable doubt to lose them the case in court. Anyhow, it's more likely to be Ian and Jordan getting caught at whatever they have planned next that will lead to their exposure in Heather's death and Phyllis' accident. Perhaps Sharon will begin to heal, get back on her proper meds, and her memory will return just in time to provide insight as the cops are investigating Maria's disappearance or Claire's. Maybe Michael will expose them when he investigates the troubles with Sharon's prescription meds. It's also possible that Ian and Jordan will turn on each other and that will be their downfall. How do you see it playing out? Let me know in the comments. Talk inevitably turned to Daniel's next love interest on Young and Restless this week. Given that Heather is now gone, Lily's clearly no longer an option. Does she even know Heather died? And we're dealing with a medium where characters don't typically remain single for long, even after such a tragic loss. We have a strong hunch as to who it will be, but one viewer immediately called for a twist that would not only make Phyllis stroke out, but probably some of the fanbase as well. Filed in the growing pile of doesn't make a whole lot of sense is Jack and Diane's plot to save Kyle. I'm actually excited to see how Victor rigged Glissade against them. I am not, however, on the Victor train where Chancellor is concerned. It was too much of a bullying move to be applauded, and I was offended by having to watch Jill throw in the towel. Writing the fight out of her was a downright injustice to such an iconic firecracker of a character. As for Billy, he's turned his attention to sleeping with Sally. They have chemistry, more so than he had with Chelsea. But the writers did ally dirty in this storyline, and it still irks. Next week we have Chelsea back with Adam and the Newman clan in the new ranch house, which should come as a surprise to absolutely no one. I don't see a spark there, but for those who are enjoying the reunion, cheers, it's Chatham time.